Hello there everyone, Omar Asaad here again. I'm back again with another video. I'm going to respond to Lauren Sutton again. Basically she made like a video responding to like Ali Dawah. Basically she lied about him, and like Ali Dawah knows about this video too. Basically she did what most people who hate Islam do. Uh, and she lied about Ali Dawah basically. Let's start the video and like respond to it. I mean, like this video is going to probably be like a long one. This is like her video is 20 minutes, so yeah.
So I was trying to avoid making this video because the person it's about has desperately wanted me to make a video about them for a while now.
No, not really. He isn't really desperate. He actually wants you to make a response video to him because he like wants to see like if you're going to like make a video, like because he thinks you're a hypocrite, which you are. Yeah, like he is desperate here. He doesn't give a shit. In fact, like if you don't do a video, you prove his point exactly, and he proved his point regardless. Since like because you're saying like Ali Dawah like thinks like you're disingenuous by like not publishing is the debate between you and him. He thinks you're disingenuous by doing that. Anyway, and also like he proved his point, by the way, because in your very own video that I'm responding to, you proved that you're disingenuous towards him. Like you called him a liar and stuff. So yeah. And we will soon see in her video, by the way.
Tweeting me for months, asking me to chat with them, and then when I finally did, repeatedly saying, "When's it going up? Why won't you upload or chat? You're clearly embarrassed about it."
Yeah, because when people usually do these types of videos, like usually both parties, when they debate, both parties upload a copy of the debate. Like when two parties like debate with each other, both channels, both parties like upload the video to their channels. Like that's fair. I mean, like you are actually like you really didn't defeat Ali Dawah. You weren't even able to defeat him in the debate, and like so yeah. Like you, and so that's why another reason why you did this video too, like because like you know like you didn't beat him in the debate that you had with him, so that's why you're going to do like that's why you're going to like insult him and call him a liar, because you didn't feel that you beaten him. That's why that's why in this video you're going to try your best to beat him and misconstrue his words. So yeah, because you didn't beat him in the debate that you had with him, and you didn't, and he didn't follow you for your shit. So yeah.
Talk about me, talk about me, talk about me, and
yeah, because like you're really popular, and like he wants people to see his opinions. So that's why, because many of your fans really don't know about this guy. So yeah. Also like you'll also do more than like lie about him. Like you'll like misrepresent them completely. So yeah,
just tweeting me like a madman. He even
okay. He isn't like notice how her language. Notice how like she tries to like dehumanize him. Notice how she like talks about him in a very arrogant way, which is like in context with the debate with him. Like because when she had like a debate with him, she was very humble, because she and like she wasn't like that like intimidating, because you realize that her language and her tone, like she tries to be intimidating towards Ali Dawah in her videos that I'm responding to. So yeah, like she's trying to be arrogant because like she's not dealing with him in person, like and like she knows like she could like misconstrue his words in her video because she's alone, and like and Ali Dawah isn't with her to like call her out in her bullshit. So yeah, no, no. So yeah, and notice like how she talks about him. Like she calls him a madman and disingenuous liar at the key holder and stuff. So like she's doing this in order for her fans to hate him because she wants her fans to see him as an extremist, uh, a radical, a degenerate person. You see what I mean? And she hates Ali Dawah, and she knows what she's doing. Like she wants her fans to see Ali Dawah as a monster, a very horrible person. She wants this. She wants her fans to see him like this, and like she hates him. Like she dehumanizes him because she wants to like misconstrue his words. She wants to misrepresent him, and because she's a disingenuous liar. So yeah, and it's very ironic that she's lying about him, while she claims that he's lying.
Sent me this the other day. If you keep being hostile to my faith and carry on hate preaching, you're gonna let my lion side come out.
Lady, that's not a threat. That's what. That's most. That's like a line. Like that's not a threat. Like you misconstrue his threat. Like if you like went to the Muslim community, like you'll see like or like they debate like people. Like you usually call people lions. They debate people. Like for an example, when Muhammad Hijab debated that degenerate Rafida guy, many people call in the comment section called him a lion, like 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 being a lion is like when someone like does something good, and like for example like usually in debates like calls when a Muslim wins a debate, usually other Muslims calls that Muslim a lion because he won the debate. So it's not a threat or anything like that. Okay, when he says I don't let my line side come out, like this means like he would try to debate you and like would try to like beat you in the debate. So yeah, um I know what you're doing here. Like you're trying to like interpret it as a threat. So, that's not the case.
A lot of you have probably guessed who this is about, but if you don't know, Ali Dawah is a Muslim internet celebrity who
um he isn't that famous. He's literally more famous than me. Like, but like I wouldn't call him a celebrity. He's a noble person. Like he's the internet famous. So yeah, I mean like but like he isn't like a celebrity. That description though, that's awesome.
is basically famous for stalking Tommy Robinson
Whoa there, you cunt. Um, Notice how she says he's stalking Tommy Robinson. No, he didn't stalk Tommy Robinson. He wanted to expose Tommy Robinson. Okay, and you do see similar things too. You fucking disingenuous bitch. Okay, you stalk people and stuff and like try to expose people. And also, Tommy Robinson did something worse. Okay, he like actually stalked people and like knocked on their door. Like there's like a video of him, like when Tommy Robinson like meets like tries to go into like a neighborhood where there's some Muslims in it, and he like knocks on the door of those Muslims, and like tries to see and like tries to like portrays them as terrorists and stuff. You see what I mean? Like he Tommy Robinson stalks people. Okay, like if you I find it very hypocritical and disingenuous that you try to call out Ali Dawah when he like tries to expose Tommy Robinson and like stalks him, but you don't call Tommy out when he does a similar thing. I find it very hypocritical that you do that. Shame on you. And I know why that you don't do that. I know why you didn't like condemn Tommy for doing that. It's because like he hates Islam and you hate Islam. You fucking bitch. That's pretty much the reason. So yeah.
arguing with Jada Franzen from Britain First.
Yeah. Notice how disingenuous this bitch is. Um. like 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 no, how about you like you put the a link for it too. Notice how she says, hey, oh, arguing with Jada Swenson, okay, says aftermath of what happened. She doesn't want to admit that Ali Dawah crushed Jada Zedison in the debate. She doesn't want to admit that, but she just says, oh, he argued with her. No, tell the full story, you fucking whore.
And more recently, debating people like yours truly.
Yeah.
Normally, I would not like to encourage the idea that obsessively tweeting me will get me to make a video about you, but Ali has put in such a consistent effort and
well, it worked. Like, you proved this point, you bitch.
really just made a
Keeps on like it's not like really obsessive. Like it really takes like about like less than a minute to make a tweet, bitch. So no, like it's really easy to do like Twitter tweets. So yeah. And it's very good. Like you get and you like should expect like many like internet dramas and stuff. You're an internet celebrity too, and you get into like a lot of like drama with other people. Okay, I mean like you tweet a whole lot of stuff. And let me go to your like account. Here it is. You tweet like like a whole lot about him too. I mean like you tweet way more frequently than he does. Well, no, you tweet as frequent as him. So yeah, I mean, like he doesn't really tweet like a whole lot about conservatively and stuff. So yeah, I mean, like I wanna see like if like wait, let me see the tweets and surprise. I mean, like you tweet the same like amount of stuff. I mean, like, I mean. I mean, like, he isn't really obsessive. Like, at least not as obsessive as you. I mean, like, it's like just because like someone like tweets about you like a whole lot doesn't mean he's like obsessive. Like, he might be obsessive, but Ali Dawah isn't obsessive. Like, you tweet the same at the same rate as each other. He's not really obsessive. I mean, like, if he's obsessive, then you're obsessive, you bitch. I mean, like, hypocrisy at its finest, and double standards at its finest. Continue. I mean, like we're at all that, and we're still like at the 1 minute mark. We're like, is this going to be like a long video?
colossal meme of himself lately that I
Not really. Like I don't see a lot of people memeing him. I mean, like he isn't really a meme. I mean, like maybe recently he's starting to become a meme, but that's not really like a bad thing. Like that's not really like a bad thing. Like I mean, like you're a bigger meme than him. I mean, like you're way more famous, and like a whole lot of people like make like talk shit about you way more than him. So yeah, I mean, like if he's a meme, then you're like a mega meme, bitch.
I just can't help it. So here we go. A few months ago, when I was in the UK, I ran into Ali Dawah and decided to have a conversation. The reason it was
He decided to have a conversation, and like he told you, do you want to like have a conversation with him? Like he called the shots, not you, bitch.
never uploaded on my channel, despite Ali's constant begging, is A, he had already uploaded the video on his own channel.
Okay, to be fair, you put it here. But come on now, Lauren. We all know that okay. Well, okay. You know what? I'll be fair and like say yeah. Okay, at least you put it here in your like pathetic response video here. I'd say at least you put the link to this video here, but you really didn't put it originally, like when the video like first came out, like at February.
And B, It was such a mess of indirect, boring, disingenuous Takia answers that I just didn't really think it was great content. But if people want to see the whole debate anyway,
Bitch, no bitch. Listen, no, you didn't upload it because you didn't like the way the debate went, because you didn't you didn't expose Ali Dawah in the debate. You see what I mean? Okay, you didn't upload it because he didn't act the way that you wanted him to act. Okay, you expected them to act like in a oh, you're a kafir, oh, I hate you. You see what I mean? No, you didn't upload it because you know that he was intelligent in the debate, and because he didn't he didn't have the debate your way. Okay, you weren't able to expose him, you weren't able to beat him in the debate. I mean, like, if Ali Dawah, okay, if Ali Dawah was if Ali Dawah was like, oh, you're a kafir, you're a degenerate kafir, oh, us is awesome and stuff. If he was like that, you would have uploaded it because it fits with your agenda. But since the debate didn't fit your agenda, okay, okay, you didn't you didn't decide to upload it on your channel because you know many of your fans won't like it, and many of your fans would be disappointed that you got beaten in the debate by him. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you really didn't get beaten, but it was just like a discussion, and so yeah, be like you weren't able to beat him in the discussion. In fact, Ali Dawah was able to kind of win against you because here's the thing, here's the thing, you you really didn't you really didn't expect him to be nice to you like that. And first off, when you debated him, it's obvious. I watched the video, the debate between you and him. It's pretty obvious that you really didn't know that guy before you went to the debate. When you went to the debate, when you went to the to debate with him and discuss with him stuff, you I could tell you really didn't know the guy when you went to the debate, and you already you heard of him only on the internet. Now, because if you go to the to the original video here, hold on.
If I said certain things to you for about the hijab, you know.
Skip the intro.
So, Ali, you've repeatedly contacted me on Twitter. You've wanted to talk for a while. It's good to finally meet you. First things first, will you shake my hand?
Okay, you see, you could tell she didn't really know him, and so yeah, and she's kind of confused. So yeah.
We'll go with that. So for example,
and she meet him the bitch that she had with him that's the very first time that they meet. So yeah. And notice how she says, oh, Taqiya, like the typical bullshit from people that hate Islam. When what? No, he wasn't disingenuous, and he wasn't lying. He wasn't using so-called Taqiya.
Anyway, you can go watch it in the link below.
You decided to put it here because since Ali Dawah kept on trying to make a video about him. I mean, he really didn't want you to make this specific video about him. He just wanted you to upload the debate with him. But you decided not to upload the debate yet again, you bitch. Okay? You instead, okay, decided to make this pathetic video that I'm responding to because in the debate that you had with him, you didn't win in it. You didn't win in it. Okay? And you didn't try to portray Ali Dawah as a bad person. So that's why you made this video first. I mean, you made this video because you wanted to make like Ali Dawah look bad. Because you're saying, like, I know your strategy, bitch. I know what you're trying to do here. Most of your fans really don't know about the debate that you had with Ali Dawah. So, in order to capitalize on that, you made this video in order to make Ali Dawah look bad because you weren't able to beat him in the debate, the original debate. Okay? And Ali Dawah was very respectful in the debate. So yeah, you made this video because like when your fans watch this pathetic, disgusting video, okay, they would have like a bad idea about Ali Dawah, and then after they watch that fucking video that I'm responding to, they would go to the original debate and they would see the debate as in like in a very bad way, like with a very negative mindset, as if like Ali Dawah is a bad person and stuff, not in a neutral way or sense. So I see what you're trying to do here, you fucking whore. You're trying to like imprint, like you're trying to imprint a negative connotation. Okay, you're trying to imprint. How should I put like a good term for it? Like you're trying to imprint a bad impression of Ali Dawah on your fans before they watch the debate, because you want them to watch the debate having that bad impression about Ali Dawah. Okay, because when your fans go into the debate, when they go to the original debate, you want them to have like a negative impression about Ali Dawah, because you want them to think that you want the debate, and you want them to think that Ali Dawah is disingenuous and a liar. Which is, and you want that, you bitch. And you know that, you fucking whore. You know that you want that, you bitch.
Now, if you don't know what taqiyya is, it
is a bullshit lie made by it's a bullshit lie made against Muslims that try to defend their faith, but usually by right-wing people. Yeah, and it's usually like integrated in various right-wing anti-Islamic conspiracy theories.
is an Islamic practice of
It is not. It is not. Yeah.
being deceptive in order to get the upper hand. Or
He wasn't being deceptive. You didn't prove in this video that Ali Dawah was being deceptive. You didn't prove that. So yeah, like in this video, you still didn't prove that he was lying or using taqiyya, so-called taqiyya, in the debate. So yeah, you just say that because as like you just say that as like an insult, okay, and like just to like in a way to dismiss him, and not to respond to his actual points. And she does try to respond to to his points, his so-called points, but she misconstrues his points, and she makes like other points that she makes like points after the like she makes points that she attributes points Ali Dawah didn't make to him. So yeah.
or lying about one's religion in the face of strong criticism.
Again, bitch, you didn't like criticize his like religion in the debate so much. I mean, like, you didn't even give him like strong criticism. Like, if he did, he would have been destroyed. Let's be honest here. He would have been destroyed in the debate. You were just discussing with him and stuff. I mean, like, yes, you strongly criticized his religion and your videos before, but like he really didn't like knew a whole lot about you. Like he said like you were just like a reporter and stuff. So yeah, he didn't do that. No, he really didn't know that about you. So yeah, like when he debated you, like he said you were just a reporter, not like a critic of Islam. So yeah, no, you really didn't criticize his religion at debate. If you did, you would have been destroyed. Okay, he would have like picked your argument by one and destroy it. So yeah, yeah. Like instead of like and in the debate, instead of discussing with him about Islam and stuff, you decide to like discuss about how like Western laws and how like Islam is in like Western countries and stuff, and like he's trying and like he shut down your misconceptions that you had about Islam. So yeah, he wasn't lying. He was being honest. Okay, he was being way honest than you were. Okay, and he is way more honest than you will ever be. So yeah, get over yourself, you cunt. Okay, and it's very and like you're being deceptive in your video. It's very funny. No, it's not really funny, but it's very telling that like that in your video, in your response video, uh you're like being dishonest with him and like lying about him, while Ali Dawah is being completely honest with you.
Or a culture that is generally against it. It's mostly practiced under Shia Islam, but is also permitted in Sunni Islam.
Absolute drivel and bullshit. First off, there's no like concept of taqiyya in like in Sunni Islam with normal Muslims. Like yeah, Shia Muslims sometimes do it, but they do it not against um, non-believers and Christians. Here's the thing: you actually misconstrued the doctrine of taqiyya, and you lied about the doctrine of taqiyya. The doctrine of taqiyya is like used by Shia Muslims when they're prosecuted. Okay, stop lying, you cunt. Okay, no, the doctrine of taqiyya is used when, like, for example, like when Shia Muslims are prosecuted, like are being actively prosecuted. Okay, usually by other Muslims, by other Muslims who aren't Shia. Okay, they usually like use it to defend themselves from like prosecution. You see what I mean? I mean, like for example, like if there was like a massive campaign to kill and like weed out Muslims in like a country, in a Pacific country, okay, uh, and like the Muslim population who are Shia lies about their faith and like, see, oh, we're not Muslim, we're Christians like you, or we're like Buddhist or anything like that. Okay, that's taqiyya. Okay, when like Muslims, when Shia Muslims lie about what religion that they follow in order to defend themselves from like persecutions. Okay, and because they're afraid that might get killed and their families might get killed if they like say the truth about them being Muslim. So yeah, that's what taqiyya is. And usually taqiyya is used against other Muslims that aren't Shia, that are trying to like kill the Shia Muslim. Now, killing innocent Shia Muslims is completely wrong, as it shouldn't happen. But regardless, that's like an example of taqiyya. Okay, that's the actual definition of taqiyya, by the way, not like the right wing conspiracy theory bullshit definition. Okay, now when it comes to normal Muslims, which are like 90%, of Muslims, we don't have a doctrine called taqiyya. First off, okay, it's not. It's in fact, it's completely wrong to lie about Islam. By the way, it's completely wrong to do that. Okay, regardless. Like for example, like it's wrong when a Muslim, and it's haram. It's against the religion to lie about Islam. So yeah, I mean like the Shias, what they do has like nothing to do with Islam. I mean like when they like insult the friends of the Prophet, that has nothing to do with Islam. Um, and the other stuff that they do have nothing to do with Islam. I mean like when they pray, yes, when they like say Bismillah and stuff, yes, they do stuff that yes are allowed in Islam, but they do some stuff that aren't allowed in Islam and have nothing to do with Islam. So yeah. Also, also, um, also, we don't have like a doctrine called Taqiyya in Islam. When it comes to the normal Muslims, which are like what you call like Sunni Muslims. So yeah, um, yeah, and if like they end up like being prosecuted and like they end up like lying about like which religions that they follow. Like for example, like when like a normal Muslim like gets prosecuted by like for example like an anti-theist or something like that, and like he fears for his life and he like lies and says, "Oh, I'm an atheist like you." Um, it's better not to lie, but if he lied, he might not get a sin for that. But we don't call that taqiyya, okay? We just call that lying. And like we don't have like a doctrine in Islam called taqiyya. Okay, now a Muslim might lie about his faith, not about his faith, like about which religion he follows. Like a Muslim might lie about that. He might lie and say he's a Christian. Okay, but that doesn't constitute taqiyya. I mean, like that's not like in Islam to lie about what religion that you follow. So yeah.
Now, I'm not saying all Muslims do this, but throughout this video, you will start to see why I think Ali Dawah in particular is being disingenuous.
He isn't being disingenuous, and you're a liar. You're the one who's being disingenuous. Which we will see in this in your pathetic video. Also, he didn't practice taqiyya. It's haram to practice taqiyya. Shia do that. Not Ali Dawah. Ali Dawah is not a Shia. Okay, get the fuck over it.
As all heck when he talks to me about his beliefs. So we start the debate with Ali refusing to shake my hand because I'm a woman. No,
because it's not because you're a woman. It's because you're not his wife. First off, okay, you're a non-mahram woman, which means like, for example, like you're a woman unrelated to him, okay, and like he does this as a precautionary measure because you're not his wife, okay. He only shakes the hand of his wife, okay. So get the fuck over it. Okay, he's actually respecting you. By the way, he's actually like in his head, he's respecting you by not shaking your hand. Okay, because he's respecting your modesty and he's respecting your modesty. So yeah, um, he's trying to respect your honor, which you don't have, but like he regardless, he tries to respect your honor. So yeah, he does this because like he has a wife. He shakes the hand of his wife only, and because you're not related to him, and he does this as a precautionary measure in order to stay loyal to his wife. Okay, so yeah, and because in his religion, he's ordered to stay away from zina. at all. Like stay away near zina. Okay, don't like stand near it. So yeah, that doesn't say like if he shook his hand, he's going to like cheat on his wife with you. It doesn't mean that. He's just doing it in order to respect Allah. So yeah, and and he doesn't check your hand because you aren't his wife. You aren't his sister. Okay. Okay. He doesn't know you. You're a stranger to him. So get the fuck over it. You fucking whore.
Legally, but that's a long story for another time. So, Ali, you've repeatedly contacted me on Twitter. You've wanted to talk for a while. It's good to finally meet you. First things first, will you shake my hand?
What she tried to do here, she didn't really work. Like in the original debate, when she said, "Oh, will you shake my hand?" She was expecting, him to say, "Oh, no, because you're a woman." Okay, because I'm sexist, because I don't like women. No, he said he doesn't want to shake her hand because she's a woman, because she's because he respects her, and because she's not his wife. Okay, because he respects his wife. He's already married. He doesn't want to shake her hand because she's a non-related woman to him. Okay, she's not his sister. She's not his aunt. She's not his like cousin. Okay, so cousin have like a similar rule, but like she isn't related to him, so he refuses to shake her hand because he wants to respect her modesty. He wants to respect her honor, which he doesn't have, and he wants to respect his wife. And he wants to, and most important of all, he wants to respect his religion. Okay, not because because you're a woman, you're filthy. Okay, no, but because he said because she's a woman, but because if she's a woman, because she's like a woman that because she's a woman that isn't like related to him. She isn't his wife. She isn't his sister. She isn't anything like that. So yeah.
No.
No, you won't shake my hand. Why not? Now, clearly I was being a bit cheeky when I asked him to shake my hand because I was trying to make a point. The point being that even basic cultural greeting standards within the West are not permissible within Islam, which
so that's Christianity. I mean, like many of the rules in Christianity aren't compatible with secular Western values. Okay, in fact, it's against it. Okay, so get the fuck over it.
At the very least indicates there's some level of discussion
which you had with Ali Dawah
to be had about the compatibility of this religion and European culture, certainly as more and more Muslims come into Europe and become a larger voting bloc.
Okay, I mean, like, okay, some of your Western values are fucking degenerate. Okay, get the fuck over it. Okay, now Western values are not as good as you think they are. In fact, it's against your religion. Okay, most Western values are against your religion too, you bitch. And notice she doesn't mention Christianity. Notice that she doesn't mention Christianity at all. Okay, like she doesn't look at Christianity and say, "Oh, Christianity is incompatible with the West." I'm not saying she should do that, but I'm just exposing her hypocrisy. I'm saying like she didn't do any of the things that she does to Islam, to any religion or Islam. You see what I mean? I hope most of my viewers understand what I'm saying. I don't like have a thick accent, but like what I'm saying, like she shouldn't like disrespect any religion or like insult any religion. That includes Christianity, Islam, or Judaism. So yeah. Okay. Like and I find it very hypocritical that she doesn't like pick on Christianity, but she picks on Islam, and she doesn't pick on Judaism. Okay, she shouldn't like pick on any religion.
From this topic, we sprung into his explanation for not shaking my hand and the idea of imposing Islamic values on women.
Notice how like earlier like she when he said no, she cut him off completely. I highly recommend you watch the original debate. She's being disingenuous on that part.
And different cultures and different
He didn't like impose you like laws. He didn't force you to wear a burqa and convert to Islam. Okay, so get over it.
nations.
Because we just believe that interaction is for your husband or your father
You see him? You see him? You see?
or your brother. And just the way the Orthodox Jews have that belief as well. I respect that. But, like, for example, if I say to you,
Notice how she ignores the Orthodox Jews completely. Not even you mention that. Notice she says, "Oh, I disagree with that. I disagree with the Orthodox Jews." She completely ignores the Orthodox Jews when they do that. She completely ignores them, which is obvious because she's a pro-Zionist bitch. Johnny get exposed her, by the way. So yeah. Down the description of my videos, you'll see many links to the Johnny Gad videos exposing Lauren Thunder.
I have a belief where you need to touch my toe. If I say to you, Lauren, can you touch my toe, please? You might find out a bit like, I prefer not to. If I say that's my culture.
Right, exactly. You know, I actually agree with you. I think it's totally fine that you have those beliefs and that you behave in that way. However, you are aware you are in England right now where shaking one's hand is seen as a sign of greeting and respect.
Yeah. No, of course, you're right. Now, for example, just because I'm in England, that doesn't like I obey the law of the land. For example, I try to stay away from crime, yeah? I try to obey the law of the land as much as I can to the best of my ability. Why? Because like I showed my passport when I confronted Tommy Robinson, is that passport is an agreement with me and this British government that I'll obey the law of the land. I'm not going to go and do what these maniacs do, run people over, or whatever it may be. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm here to obey the law of the land. I'm here to live in peace, side by side, by you, and have an interaction with you and talk to you. And like you see today, for example, we're here to interact with people and live in harmony. We're not here, just because I live in this land, this doesn't mean that you impose your ideas, or I impose my ideas on you. If I come and say to you, Lauren, why are you not wearing a hijab? You're going to say, Ali, first you might say, look, this is my country. But if we was in, let's say, Dubai, yeah? I'm not going to come and say, Lauren, why are you not wearing a hijab? That's your choice.
He goes over this one point repeatedly, that we, as in the Muslim community, would never make you wear a hijab. We'd all live in peace with our own separate values.
You're supposed to.
Even if there were an Islamic Orthodox majority voting in our laws.
Let's suppose, for example, not that we're going to impose, we're going to have our own way of lifestyle, for example, that we live. We're not going to come and say, you be like this, because we're living under the British rule.
Why wouldn't you? When you're 51% of the population and you can vote in your government, why wouldn't you?
Let's suppose if that happened, what's going to change? Do you think we're going to come and start saying, you will have your rights? Like I said before, Christian, Jews and Muslims live together. The Jews can live their lifestyle. The Christians, you drink alcohol, no problem. That's your lifestyle. We're saying, this is what we follow. You want to follow that?
Yes, but what about when you...
And it all sounds very, very lovely. No one would be against a perfect world like that.
Actually, if you go to Egypt, like the Christians, like and Muslims live in like harmony, despite what public perception might be. Like for example, like if you actually go to Egypt, like Christians and Jews, Christians and Muslims in Egypt live in peace and harmony, and they respect each other. Well, at least most of them. So yeah. If like some Christian guy like in the West like says, "Oh, they're persecuted," no, they're not. He's just saying that to get like it's a Western country citizenship.
I suppose, but there are two big things to point out here. One, Ali speaks of Muslims in the term we, even though it is demonstrably true that not all Muslims agree with Ali on this. In fact,
notice how like she has like a problem is like when Muslims like increase in the majority of 51%, like 51%, like they would be able to vote for people, right? And like it would turn into like a Sharia law government. Okay, in Sharia law, we respect Christians and Jews. I mean, like we won't kill them, we won't slaughter them. We respect both of them. I mean, like Egypt, the country from where I'm from, Christians and Muslims live in harmony. In fact, many Christians during the Yom Kippur War or the October War known by Egyptians, many Christians fought for Egypt. a majority Muslim countries that has Islamic law. So yeah.
In fact, according to Pew Research, the majority of Muslims worldwide believe in making Sharia, so Islamic law, the law of the country that they live in, which is very much so imposed.
Okay, that doesn't mean that they're going to use the Sharia law is like imposed upon you. Like for example, like let's just say, and I find it really hypocritical that okay, let me go over what she said again.
Sounds very, very lovely. No one would be against a perfect world like that, I suppose. But there are two big things to point out here. One, Ali speaks of Muslims an Islamic Orthodox majority voting in our laws.
Let's suppose, for example, not that we're going to impose, we're going to have our own way of
Own separate values, even if there were an Islamic Orthodox majority voting in our laws.
choice.
He goes over this one point repeatedly, that we, as in the Muslim community, would never make you wear a hijab. We'd all live in peace with our own separate values, even if there were an Islamic Orthodox majority voting in our laws.
Let's suppose, for example, not that we're going to impose, we're going to have our own way of lifestyle, for example, that we live. We're not going to come and say, you be like this, because we're living under the British rule.
Why wouldn't you? When you're 51% of the population and you can vote in your government, why wouldn't you?
Let's suppose if that happened, what's going to change? Do you think we're going to come and start saying, you will have your rights? Like I said before, Christian, Jews and Muslims live together. The Jews can live their lifestyle. The Christians, you drink alcohol, no problem. That's your lifestyle. We're saying, this is what we follow. You want to follow that?
Yes, but what about when you...
And that all sounds very, very lovely. No one would be against a perfect world like that, I suppose. But there are two big things to point out here. One, Ali speaks of Muslims in the term we, even though it is demonstrably true that not all Muslims agree with Ali on this. In fact, according to Pew Research, the majority of Muslims worldwide believe in making Sharia, so Islamic law.
How are you disagreeing with Ali? Ali agrees with him actually. How are they disagree with them? He actually supports Sharia law. No, you misconstrued his argument, you bitch. No. What he was saying in Sharia, what he was saying when Sharia law comes to this land, like we're not going to impose our religion upon you. Like for example, we won't force you to become Muslim. You see what I mean? We won't force you, okay, to like go to the mosque and pray 5 times a day every day. You see what I mean? We won't force you to do that. And in Sharia law, the Christians have their own laws. Like for example, like in Christianity, divorce is banned in Christianity. Like in Egypt, for example, the Coptic Orthodox Church of Egypt is against divorce. So the Egyptian government respects that law. That is in the religion of the Egyptian Christians, and they don't and they let the Coptic Christians, the Coptic Christian Church, not allow divorces. You see what I mean? We respect that. Okay? And we don't allow Christians to divorce each other. The Egyptian government doesn't allow the divorces to happen. The Egyptian government doesn't allow divorces between Egyptian Christians. You see what I mean? We respect their laws. That's what he was saying, bitch. That's what he was saying. That's what Ali Dawah was saying in his argument and his point. You fucking whore. You disingenuous whore. This is a prime example how like this disingenuous bitch misconstrued and lied about Ali Dawah's point. And I find it like hypocritical that you have like a problem when like many Muslims like go to the UK and like still like hold their like Sharia law beliefs upon it, and like they would and they would be able to like vote for the government, but she has no problem with the other people with the right wingers voting. I mean, like she aren't you equal? Aren't you supposed to like support voting rights for everyone, regardless of their religion and like their race? So yeah. I mean, like if they're citizens, that is. I mean, sure, I understand if they're not citizens, but I'm talking about Egyptian. I mean, British Muslim citizens, British citizens who happen to be Muslim. That's what I'm talking about. So yes, so yes, like if the majority of the population are Muslim, and in fact, if the majority of the population of the white British people convert to Islam and become Muslim, and they decide to become like an Islamic country, then yeah, I'm okay. I'm totally okay with them being like an Islamic country. Or if like the Muslim immigrant population becomes naturalized and like outbreeds the native white British population and choose the Islamic choose to be an Islamic country, to choose to turn Britain from a secular country into like a Muslim one, then yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm totally okay with it. It's not my problem. The native white British people, I don't want to have enough kids to sustain their population. It's not our fault. It's their fault. Okay, we're not forcing them not to have kids. We're not like castrating them. Okay, so get the fuck over it, you fucking whore. And eventually, if you manage to kick all of the immigrants out and keep in the white population in, okay, you're going to run into problems eventually because they're saying the white British population, unfortunately, and I think that's a bad thing, unfortunately, are dying off due to low birth rates. Okay, here's the thing: Muslims don't have like 5, 6 kids a family. Okay, no, they usually have like 3 kids a family, 2 kids a family. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the problem: the British people, the white British people, a lot of them like only have like 1 kid of, or none at all. That's the problem. The problem is with you guys, not with us. And if you kick out all of the Muslims out and the immigrants, your population is going to die off. I mean, like you're not having enough kids to sustain your population. So yeah, your population is going to decrease, and eventually, you guys are going to have to import immigrants, since you need to have to have a large workforce to maintain your facilities and your services. So yeah.
The law of the country that they live in, which is very much so imposing one's belief on others.
Again, bitch, we're not imposing one's beliefs in others, like Ali Dawah said before. I mean, like, and what he, and that's what he said, and and here's the thing, like I find it very hypocritical that if like the majority of Britain, for example, like becomes Muslim, I find it very hypocritical that why what gives the minority, the soon to be minority, to impose their belief on the future Muslim majority. What gives them the right to impose? Why the bias here, bitch? Why the bias here? I mean, like, don't you believe in democracy? Don't you believe in democracy? I mean, like, if you believe in democracy, then if the majority of Muslim people like vote to like become a Muslim country, then that should be okay with you. And I like how like Ali Dawah says, "Oh well, that's democracy, ain't it?" Like when you pointed that out, when like the Muslims would in the future would become the majority of the population, and they would be able to vote for Britain to be a Muslim country. Like I like how he says, "Oh well, that's democracy, ain't it?" Like I like how that. I like how you reacted how you reacted to, as if you have nothing to respond to it. Like I like how that happened. I mean, like which is true. Like you really don't have a solution to the problem that you make that you have with us. You really don't have a solution to it. So yeah.
Especially when, of those people who want Sharia, a large amount believe in the death penalty for leaving their religion.
Amazing. Okay, there is we believe the death penalty for treason is ex-Muslim. I don't know like how they like pose that question for us, about how we should like kill apostates. I mean, like did they like how was the question asked? Because when when Muslims think of apostates, they usually think of like the treasonous ones. That's why they say always should be killed. Because it's true, like the vast majority of apostates are fucking traitors that hate their countries. So yeah.
And also, my second point here, I'm not entirely sure Ali agrees with the idea of not imposing one's values on others either. Because
He did not. He did not. Okay? Stop strawmanning him, you bitch. Okay? Stop strawmanning him. There's no proof that he lied, you fucking whore. Okay? Get the fuck over it. Okay? That like pretty much proves the point what she's trying to do here. Like she's trying to make Ali Dawah look bad. And she's trying and she's like lying about him. No, he didn't say, "Oh, I don't believe that people have are supposed to have their own beliefs." He didn't say that. He says he respects everyone's choice to have their own beliefs. That's what he said. He said he doesn't think that he should impose everyone's values upon people or anything like that. You see what I mean? I mean, like he didn't impose his values upon you, you fucking whore. He didn't force you to wear the hijab. He didn't force you to be his like to be his wife, which first marriages are not allowed in Islam, by the way. He didn't like force you to like go. He didn't bury you. He didn't bury your head in the sand and like stone you. You see what I mean? He didn't bury your body up until your head and like stone you with stones. See what I mean? Like he didn't impose his values upon you. Oh yeah, by the way, stoning is only for adulterers, not for people like you.
just for example, if it's my choice how I present myself, Ali, and you would never force me into a hijab, then why are you putting
Lady, it's his account. He could do whatever he wants. And he's just saying, it's free, fair use, bitch. Don't you believe in fair use, you fucking whore? I mean, like, I'm pretty sure, like, if she's, like, big on freedom of speech. If she's big on freedom of speech. So what's the problem with him, like, with, like, covering her up with, like, blurs and stuff? Here is the reason it didn't. The reason he blur all the reason he didn't show your breasts or like your the rest of your body is because he didn't want the sins to be upon him. Like for example, like in Islam, if like for example, like if 400 people saw this picture in his account, and like it wasn't like censored the way that it was, he would get like 400 cents for that. You see what I mean? Like each people seeing that picture counts as a sin against him. You see what I mean? That's why he didn't show your face, show you the rest of your body, because he didn't want to see because he didn't want those sins. That's why he did that, because he didn't want the sins that he would get if he didn't like cover you up in that picture. You see what I mean? And plus, it's fair use. Okay. Okay. He didn't censor you. He didn't like hijack your own Twitter account and like censored your profile picture. You see what I mean? And covered up with like blurbs and stuff. No, he did this. He posted this picture on his very own account, and he edited it, and he edited it on his own terms, and he posted it on his own account. He didn't force you to post it on your account. He didn't force you to post this picture on your account. Okay, so yeah, he didn't superimpose his beliefs upon you, you bitch. Okay, he didn't. I mean, like his belief is he believes that he should be covered. Is that your picture? Is that specific picture of you? That's what he believes. He believes that specific picture of you should be covered when it is uploaded to his profile picture. I mean, to his profile account, when it is uploaded to a tweet that he made. So yeah, that is belief. Okay, that is his belief. Now he doesn't go to your account and forces you to post this picture on your very own Twitter account. You see what I mean? It doesn't impose his belief upon you. Get it? Did you get that through your sick skull? So yeah.
Me in a bloody hijab on your Twitter timeline.
That's not hijab. That's like a blurb. That's a blurb. You know, like you know how like when people like in movies like say bad words on television, they like blurbs and pauses. So yeah. Uh, that's what he did. He didn't force you into a hijab, you bitch.
He literally blurred my freaking shoulders out when tweeting a picture of me.
Yeah, because he didn't want those sins upon him, bitch. Plus, he didn't censor you, you fucking whore. Okay? He didn't mean to censor you, at least. He just didn't want the sins that he would get from posting your filthy picture.
Because they're showing too much skin.
And it's showing your breasts too, honey. It's showing your tits. Okay, and he didn't want any like, because there's like a lot of like men that watch his videos. He didn't want like a whole lot of men like staring at your breasts and stuff. Would you like that? I mean, like, would you like to see someone staring at your breasts like imagine if like a Muslim, okay, like if a Muslim was at the same location that where the picture was taken. Imagine if a Muslim was at the same location where the picture was taken, and like you stared right at her breasts. She would probably say, "Oh, look at that Muslim! Look at that Muslim! He's a pervert. They don't respect women. They're anti-Western." Ah.
I always thought the whole don't show ankle thing was just a joke.
Um. Seriously. Ankles aren't really a big deal. First off, it's just like a really big fat misconception and misrepresentation. When your third wife starts showing a bit of her ankles, firstly, if a Muslim man has like a third wife, and she could show herself to her husband as long as she wants. Okay, she could like show herself naked to her husband even. Okay, the husband shouldn't be mad. I mean, like it's okay for in Islam for his wife at her home to show her husband her beautiful hair. It's okay if that happens. Okay, and it's not allowed to like to brutally beat your wife if she like shows her ankles like that. And as long as I'm concerned, like I mean, like the ankles are not really big issues. Uh, like I mean, like the ankles aren't like really a big issue in Islam, like showing ankles. I mean, like I'm not saying you should do it, but I'm saying like it's not really that big of a sin showing your ankles. Um. Yeah, and plus that argument is fucking redundant. He blurbed. He didn't blurb your ankles, bitch. You weren't showing your ankles in that photo. You were showing your fucking tits and your breasts, okay, and your fully exposed arms. Okay, that's why he blurbed the full of your body. Okay, that's why he blurbed your body. Okay, because of that, and because like he has like a lot of fans watching him. Okay, and a lot of men watching his videos and following him on Twitter. Okay, and he didn't want to have many sins from that photo if he didn't censor it. So yeah, that's why he blurbed it. So yeah.
But apparently not. And while this seems very silly, there's a reason I'm pointing it out. Ali chose to cover me up, despite me choosing not to cover my shoulders.
Okay. First, your argument is shit. Uh, okay, you choose not to be covered up in that picture, yes, but he chose in his very own account to blurb the picture when he chose to upload that photo of you and tweet about you. Okay, he chose to blurb parts of your body like that. Okay, he chose. That's his choice. Okay, and I'm pretty sure you know how fair use works, right? I know. I'm pretty sure you're not that dumb. I know that you're using that argument to make Ali Dawah look bad. You're just using that argument to make Ali Dawah look bad. That's all. Okay, because you didn't win against him in the debate. That's so like you're using this video as a way to make Ali Dawah as bad as possible. You're using this video to make Ali Dawah look bad as possible. Okay, that's what you're doing. That's it. So yeah.
In that photo because he is in control of his Twitter. So when I ask multiple times in this discussion what happens when Islamic values become the majority view in Europe, and Ali simply says, well, I guess that would just be democracy.
We're not going to come and
Yeah, that's democracy. Like what I just said before, bitch. That's what democracy is. I mean, like, what gives the right to the non-Muslim minority, the future non-Muslim minority, the right to impose their beliefs on the Muslim majority, on the future Muslim majority? What gives them the right to do that? I mean, like, what's up with the bias, woman? What's up with the bias? Like I said before, what's up with the bias?
say you be like this because we're living under the British rule.
Why wouldn't you? When you're 51% of the population and you can vote in your government, why wouldn't you?
Well, to be honest, then that's democracy, isn't it?
But I promise we would never impose on you. I'm a little skeptical.
We wouldn't, bitch. We wouldn't. You could be Christian as long as you want. You might not be even Christian. You're just saying that. The only reason that you say Christian is because like many of the right-wing retards are Christian too. So like you want them to be on your side. So that's why you're saying you're Christian. But in reality, you really don't practice Christianity.
Especially when he says he is Muslim first and British second.
Amazing. Are you Christian first or British first or Canadian first? I mean like religion is way more important than like nationality. So, yeah. I mean like would you have a problem if like a Christian said he's a Christian first and then an American second? Would you have a problem with that? I'm just saying, that's all.
Would you say that you are a Muslim first, or would you say you are British first?
I've said that to Tommy before. I'm a Muslim first and I'm a British.
And that's my problem with you ultimately. That's my problem.
Why?
Because I think that the Muslim community here has a far higher allegiance to their in-group than they do to overall European culture, British culture, the idea of the UK.
Do you realize that Muslims come from different cultures, right? Like there's like Egyptian Muslims, Desi Muslims, Pakistani Muslims, Uzbekistani Muslims. Shout out to Tina. Kazakh Muslims, Ugandan Muslims. So yeah, I mean like, do you realize that there's like many Muslims that come from different groups, right? And if you tell them, are you Muslim first or like Ugandan first or respective nationality first? They would say they're Muslim first because the religion is important. I mean like, and I would respect a Christian an Egyptian Christian, if he says I'm Christian first and then Egyptian second, I would respect him for that. I have no problems with Christians saying they're Christian first and their respective nationality second. I completely respect that. In fact, all Christians are supposed to be Christian first, and then their respective nationality second. And that goes to the Muslims too. So yeah.
I think they have a far greater allegiance to their own religion and their own values.
I'm sorry, Ali, but showing shoulders
Well, duh.
and even nudity is a long-standing expression within European culture. I'm not talking about degeneracy for
No, not really. Most of the time, like, are you talking about like Roman Greco culture? I mean, like most Romans were a bunch of fucking kuffar, were a bunch of pagan, like a whole, like some of them were a bunch of like pagan kuffar. So yeah, and many of the Greeks were like some of them were a bunch of like pagan kuffar. I mean, like some of the statues are Renaissance era, where like some Christians like began to be like crucified. Yeah, I mean like nudity, showing nudity. I mean like in Christianity that's haram too. I mean like. I mean, like the like I don't know when was those churches were made, but the vast, but but um but the Catholic Church and like many and Christianity in general like opposes having these types of art around. So yeah.
the sake of degeneracy, but I certainly don't want to live in a Europe where Ali Dawah takes charge and throws a burqa over Venus de Milo or blurs out Botticelli.
I mean, like it's democracy, right? People voted for him. I mean, like he isn't like a dictator or anything. Like I mean, like people have to vote for Ali Dawah for him to like become the leader of the British, right? Do you realize that, right? Like what he said before, democracy, right? I mean, like the vast majority of these women in the like picture aren't really like naked. I mean, like you could see their outline of their body, so they're kind of naked, but this, yeah.
Botticelli's Primavera. Just not an ideal future at all.
I mean, like, what's the problem with those like pictures? I mean, like, I really don't care about them. Like, pretty much most people really don't care about them. I mean, like, I mean, like, I mean, like, we don't like do these types of picture because we're decent, respectful people. Unlike you, you fucking whore. Um, I mean, like in Christianity, that's not allowed too. Do you realize that? Ah, I mean, like, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure, like, if like someone made a movie where there's like a whole lot of nudity in it, like, I'm pretty sure, like, in Christianity, that's not allowed. Like, I'm pretty certain that, I mean, like, Christianity encourages decency of people, not degeneracy. So, yeah. I mean, like, it's very annoying to see this woman say, "Oh, Europe is Christian, Europe is Christian, Europe is Christian," while she promotes stuff that's against Christianity. It's very annoying to see that. I mean, like, in Christianity, you're not allowed to insult Jesus Christ. Yet she supports people insulting Jesus Christ.
Now, one of my favorite parts of this conversation was when Ali swore to me that no-go zones just don't exist.
Swore to you? He only swears to Allah. He doesn't do shirk. Like, he doesn't do shirk.
And if they did, he would condemn it and see it as an issue that must be solved within his community.
As someone who is Christian, I wouldn't go and move.
Again, like I said before, she's the Christian, but she doesn't practice her religion, or she's not even Christian at all.
To a Muslim majority country because I don't think I'd fit very well there. And
You would actually fit right well there if you're like decent. If you were a decent human being that didn't hate Islam. I mean, like if you go to Egypt, many people would probably try to marry you because you. So yeah, I mean like. I mean, like many people really didn't see like a pretty blonde girl before in person. So yeah, like if you're decent, they would marry you. But like if they like figure out that you insulted Islam and like insulted Allah, so you would like really be mad at you. Anyway, uh,
And I don't think I would be creating areas of just Christians, no-go zones where Muslims couldn't come into.
where is the proof of these fucking no-go zones? Seriously, I wanna know. Where is the proof of these no-go zones? No, no, Muslim-dominated neighborhoods don't count as no-go zones. As long as you could go to those neighborhoods and like live there, buy a house there, and live there freely, and go there around the neighborhood. Okay, those don't count as no-go zones. Where are the no-go zones where Muslims are only allowed in there? Where are those no-go zones? Please tell me, where are they?
And practice their faith
There's no such
in
thing,
a
by the
Muslim
way.
nation. There's no such thing as no-go zones because I've been there.
You've been to no-go zones in the
Yes,
UK.
absolutely.
I would be happily to
George proof, bitch.
walk with you and just really see if there's no-go zone areas. Because if they really are, that means I'll say, Lauren, you know what? This is a problem with our community.
Right.
We need to fix that. Because this is what do you mean no-go zone area? How could Lauren?
See how Ali Dawah is being like how being honest and like honorable. Like he's offering Lawrence Hudson an offer here to check out those so-called no-go zones. So yeah, she should have taken the like taken the um taken that offer to prove her like to try to improve her standing with the Muslim community and to make herself look more honorable than she is.
Not walk through this area.
In fact, he stated, "Come back to the UK and I will show you that these
Yeah.
areas don't exist." I'll give you the
Yeah, I mean, like it's been more than a month. I mean, like you really should have like met Ali Dawah earlier than that.
no-go
He didn't expect for you to get banned.
zone tour.
So I would say, you know what, Lauren, come back in a month's time. Let's fix this problem. Because how could you dare to tell you just because you are not a Muslim to tell you can't walk through that zone?
Well, Ali, I can't really come back to the UK, can I? Maybe because I was banned for making a joke, a social experiment about your religion.
We weren't doing a joke. I wouldn't call that a joke, bitch. You know what you try to do, which is like an insult to Allah. You try to insult our faith, and you know that. You know deep inside your fucking degenerate heart, you fucking whore. So what you try to do, okay? So yeah.
A ban I thought would only happen in no-go zones.
Um, please prove to me there is no. Please prove me that there is a no-go zone where non-Muslims aren't allowed.
But it appears the whole damn country has become a no-go zone that imposes.
No, it is not. It's a no-go zone for specific people like you. Okay? Um. But like again, in general, non-Muslims are allowed in the UK. Okay, like Muslims haven't like taken over the UK and kicked all of the like far out. You see what I mean? Like they didn't do that. I mean, like it's still open to non-Muslims. So yeah,
This archaic Islamic blasphemy law.
bitch. Bitch. Listen. They ban people from the UK in general. Okay. The UK bans people in general. I mean, like they banned Zakir Naik. Okay, they banned Zakir Naik. So yeah.
And this really wouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't be blaming you for it in any way
Okay, then why did he bring it up?
or trying to do a gotcha. But when this happened, did you come out and defend me and say, this is a Western nation?
Did you when Zakir Naik got banned? Did you come out and defend him and say it's a Western nation that allows so-called freedom of speech?
Where criticism
No, he did not.
and even mockery of Islam has been allowed for ages, and therefore we must uphold those values of free speech instead of trying to impose our religious laws.
Those values are degenerate and cuckolded. Okay, Christians should oppose them too. Christians should oppose any insult towards religion, including theirs and Islam and Judaism.
On it. No, of course you didn't. You went on to celebrate my ban. Thank God.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. By the way, you have to realize that when Ali Dawah started debating with you, okay, when the debate happened, he didn't know that you were a hate preacher. By the way, he just thought you were a reporter that were like had some misconceptions about Islam. Okay, he didn't realize that you would do this, disgusting degenerate experiment. He didn't realize that you would do this experiment. Okay, like when he did the debate with you, he thought you were like a sincere person, a good, lovely person. That was just a journalist that had a few misconceptions about Islam. He didn't know that you were a hate preacher that hated Islam, that made videos against Islam, that would do this experiment that you did on March 20th. Okay? He didn't do that. He didn't know all of that. He just thought that you were an innocent journalist that had like a few misconceptions about Islam. That's what he thought. Okay? Get the fuck over it, you cunt. In fact, Ali Dawah should have like shouldn't like Ali Dawah shouldn't have like treated you as better as he did in the original debate. He really shouldn't have done that. But because of his nice sense, he gave you the benefit of the doubt, and he treated you as a lovely person. He treated you as if you were like a journalist that had like a few misconceptions about Islam. Okay, he didn't treat you as like an enemy of Islam.
God, this hate.
He didn't like treat you as like a person that is actively attacking Islam, a person that is actively hating Islam, and a person that hates Islam.
Preaching woman got banned from UK. Stay out of our country, Lauren Southern. This
amazing. He didn't know that you would do this experiment. Okay, when he first debated you, he didn't know that you would do this experiment.
This is why I think you are disingenuous, Ali.
No, he is not. How is he disingenuous? You are yet to prove he's disingenuous, and you are yet to prove that he did taqiyya, he committed taqiyya.
Because you say you want to show me no-go zones aren't real, you say you don't want to impose your beliefs on others, then you cheer on my ban from a country.
He didn't impose, he didn't ban you, you fucking whore. He didn't ban you, okay? He didn't impose his belief upon you. He didn't force you to convert to Islam, okay? The UK government is the one who banned you. He didn't ban you, you fucking whore. Stop being disingenuous, you bitch. Again, that doesn't mean, him cheering, again, that's the UK government that did this, not him, okay? Does it mean he supports it? Does it mean he's disingenuous? In fact, is that what you demanded from him in the debate? Is that what you demand from Muslims, that to respect the UK government and that bow to the UK government and listen to everything that they say? That's what like Ali Dawah did. He like listened to the UK government and like respected the UK government decision to ban him. Now the UK government isn't really a res- respectable government, but hey, it should be grateful to me. Even respected it.
Country that occurred because people in a Muslim majority area complained about my free speech.
Again, you went to a Muslim majority area. You knew this would that Muslims would be like offended by it, which they do have the right to be offended by the experiment that you did. They have the right. It's their freedom to be offended by the experiment that you did. Okay, like I'm fucking tired of bullshit like this. I'm fucking tired when people that hate Islam like her, okay, do these like types of experiment, and they say, oh, we're doing our free speech. Stop prosecuting us, and like they complain. Like for example, like when you do like an experiment like this, um, in order to like express the so-called the free speech, okay, okay, when like Muslims come to them and like they get offended and express their disdain towards Ryan Southern, yeah, and express their opinion on her, uh, mm, Lauren Southern like says, "Oh, we're expressing our free speech. Stop prosecuting our free speech." Okay, I hate when they do that. Do you realize that being offended is also free speech too? Do you realize that expressing disdain towards your experiment is free speech too? Do you realize that? Okay. Do you realize criticism of your arguments against Islam is free speech too? Do you realize that, right? But not. I mean, like, why is the double standard here?
That is a real quick change of heart there, or just Takia. But
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's like a change of heart because like he didn't know that you were that much of a degenerate person that you would do that experiment. Like when the debate happened, okay, he didn't know that you would do that experiment. He didn't know that you hated Islam like you do in that video. Okay, he didn't know that you were actively making videos against Islam. Okay, when he debated you, okay, in the original debate, he just thought that you were like an innocent journalist that had a few misconceptions about Islam.
I guess Ali never really believed in free speech anyway. In fact, he made it
He didn't say he did. He didn't say he did.
apparent during our discussion that he believes in the idea of hate speech, and that hate speech should not just be illegal, but is the cause of terrorism.
He was yesterday in Luton giving out.
I mean, like you're a hypocrite, Lauren. You should stand to people who like are against Israel. Okay, and see, he calls them anti-Semitic and stuff, and when this shows is the distinct to Zionism, and you have no problem with them like being like prosecuted for anti-Semitism charges. You really don't even bat an eye when that happens. I mean, like I find it very hypocritical that you complain about him like saying, oh, there's hate speech and free speech, and but you ignore when like but you ignore when like people like get sued for like anti-Semitism charges when they like express their disdain towards Israel. So yeah. Yeah, in fact, you call them anti-Semitic too. Despite like this show, like their disdain, like towards like for example, like like Zionism, not even like Jude, like. So like being anti-Israel and being anti-Zionism is not like anti-Jew. So yeah.
Leaflets. I would have been like, that means
Also, also, okay. I'm against like free. I'm against people insulting the prophet. I think they should be whipped. I mean, like by your definition, I'm against free speech too. So yeah, I'm just trying to point that out.
like I seek refuge in God Almighty from Satan. He's saying Allah is gay. This is hate preaching. This is what Anjem Chowdhury and ISIS does.
You see, like, is a look at their like face, like when Ali Dawah like said that he gave her an idea on her experiment. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure, like, maybe if Ali Dawah hadn't said that, Lawrence wouldn't have done that experiment. I'm pretty sure, like, if he didn't say that, she wouldn't have done that experiment. So yeah, I mean, like, Ali Dawah, like, unintentionally give like Lauren Southern an idea. Well, not he didn't give her an idea. She came up with that idea and she decided to do it herself. Yeah, Ali Dawah is just giving her like an example, and she, like, from that example she got an idea, or from that example she made an idea to do that experiment. So yeah.
What is the difference
But
between
you have
Tommy
free
and that?
speech in this country. It's different than a
Let's
Muslim nation. You
differentiate.
have free speech here. We don't have blasphemy laws. I mean,
No,
the
of course.
local people
Yeah.
try to enforce them,
Yes.
and they
No,
get the police to come over.
There's nothing called free speech in UK. The Ben Zakir Naik, yeah, yeah,
And try to arrest Tommy and to take away his leaflets.
amazing.
No, but they're doing a good thing.
They're doing a good thing.
Because if they did the same thing to, they're doing a brilliant thing. You know why? Because this is what we get confused a bit. Freedom of speech and hate speech, yeah?
Ryan, what do you think about people, like, when they say, what do you think about, like, Anders Breivik, the shooter guy? It's called, like, Anders Breivik. He's a guy from, like, Norway that, like, shot up like a whole school and he killed like 77 people. So yeah, he got like inspiration from the hate speech of Pamela Geller and like Robert Spencer. What do you think about him? Do you think Pamela Geller said like hate speech on her book or not? Because it inspired the book of Pamela Geller and Robert Spencer inspired Anders Breivik to shoot out that school in Norway that killed like 77 people. These types of filthy books inspired Anders Breivik. These books inspired Anders Breivik. So yeah.
There's a big difference. If
I mean, like, some speech like encourages people to do violence.
I came and said today, right now, I hate the Jews, and what Hitler did was beautiful. Is that freedom of speech or hate speech?
It's freedom of speech.
That's hate speech. That's the difference. What maybe you don't know, Lauren.
But hate
That's
speech and free speech are the same thing.
No,
They're the same thing.
no.
They're both speech that should be allowed. I don't think you should be allowed to do things where you say, I'm going to go kill someone.
Again, hypocrisy is finest. Threats are a type of speech, whether you like it or not. Bitch, it's speech. Like, when someone does a speech and threatens with someone, it's speech. It's free speech. I mean, it's speech regardless. It's a type of speech regardless. So yeah, I mean, like, that's like hypocrisy right there. I mean, like, that's an oxymoron. So yeah. I mean, like, if that type of speech is not allowed, then there isn't really like free speech. I mean, like, there could be like free speech and freedom of consequences. There could be like free speech, but there isn't like freeness of consequences. You see what I mean? Like, there could be like, I guess, like free speech, but there couldn't be like a freedom of from consequence. Freedom from consequence. But then yet again, like that would like allow floggings if people like insulted the prophet. So yeah, I mean like whether you like it or not, okay, your definition of free speech, where like everyone could like say whatever they want, really doesn't exist since they aren't they are since like call out to actions and threats aren't really allowed, even if they're in like a speech. If like someone makes a speech and like says the call to action, kill the Jews, and like threatens to kill someone, uh if that's not allowed, then there's no free speech. I mean like it's a type of speech, whether you like it or not, you fucking whore. I mean like the only ways that I could see like freedom of speech happening kind of is if there's like freedom of speech but there's no like freedom of consequence. You see what I mean? So yeah, but that would like allow. But here's the thing, Lauren, you won't like that, because here's the thing, that would allow like the flogging of people that insult the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam.
Someone and
Why?
plan
That's
to
freedom.
kill someone.
I'm going to use your argument. Now. That's
No, no, no,
freedom
no,
of speech.
because that is a criminal
I like how like I like how like Ali Dawah gives her a taste of her own medicine.
act because you intend to do something that would violate someone's life or property.
No, but what if I said, not directly, I said, you know what? It would be good if, you know, these non-Muslims didn't exist. It's my
Right on, Ali Dawah, right on.
freedom of speech. You know, I'm not saying you should do it, but they should.
That's amazing. Hey guys, to any Egyptian, to any this is like this is like how I said like that's like how like I said what happens to like Ron says in my previous video. Like that's similar what I said about how like maybe some police officers might rape her and like take her pants off and like put their penises in her ass, but it's wrong. But I'm not saying they shouldn't do it, but I'm not saying they should do it either. I'm not saying they should do it. Let me rephrase that. Let me like say that again or clarify that. That's like me saying in my previous video. The Egyptian police officers might have their way with her, but they might not have their way with her. I'm not saying they should have their way with her, but I'm not saying they shouldn't have their way with her. So yeah.
An opinion. If you're saying you don't want to do it, then fine.
No, but that's hate speech. That is the
That is
reason.
not hate speech.
Yeah, let me tell you why.
If I said the last part
I mean, might have a different opinion. Yeah, here we have hate speech laws. Yeah, okay. So now when Tommy
about me saying about me saying, I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but I'm not about me saying, I'm not saying you should do that, but I'm not saying you shouldn't either.
Robinson says why Muslims kill for Islam and don't bring a single verse, and Darren Osborne reads that book
Spread the truth, brother.
or goes on iPad and watches his videos and says, you know what, these people are out here to kill us, and there's these attacks that have happened, so I need to take the matters into my own hands. So what happens is that hate speech, it's just a speech, causes some man to take action into his own hands, same way as ISIS and these people who run over innocent men, women and children. What do? They watch ISIS videos and be like, these kuffar, they look how they're killing us, they're doing this, and they think,
On. Glorious example. Glorious example.
yeah, they're right, they're after us. What should I do? Take the matter in my own hands, and I'll run people over on London Bridge. Both are, let me put it like this, yeah? Tommy Robinson, ISIS, and Anjem Chowdhury and Abu Halima, they're on that side. We, the British public, we're here, and we're the ones suffering. We're getting killed. Finsbury Park, Muslims got run over. How many times non-Muslims got run over in the bridges? Why? Because of hate speech.
This is just a poor argument.
It is a pretty good argument. I mean, like, you're going to try to make it look poor, and you're going to try to misconstrue it to fit your own agenda in order to make it look poor. So, yeah, that's what you're going to do.
Ali is conflating posters which say Allah is gay as a joke.
And punish a Muslim day. Don't forget that, bitch.
social experiment with ISIS
It's not a social experiment. Like, you know what you did there.
literally telling people to go and kill the infidel.
Okay, that's not what he said about ISIS, bitch. He said, "Oh look, he said, when some Muslims, some ignorant Muslims, see Tommy Robinson and his pamphlets about why people kill for Islam, and read up on the news about how the kuffar are killing some Muslims." Uh, that might drive him into becoming an ISIS member and running over people. Okay, like that mentality when he sees on the news kuffar that hate Muslims killing Muslims, that might put him in the mindset where the kuffar, all of the kuffar are trying to get him, okay, or some of the kuffar are trying to get him and kill him. Okay, some of the kuffar are trying to get him and kill him, and then he might say, okay, I'm going to take things on my own hands and run over people. Okay, now he might delude himself into thinking these people are trying to kill him and are trying to kill his fellow Muslims, which is wrong. He shouldn't run people over like that. But that's what Ali Dawah is trying to explain. You disingenuous, misconstruing whore. That's what he's saying. You fucking bitch.
Go out and murder the kafir.
This is it too. But that's not what Ali Dawah was saying about what was like. He was taking a specific argument that ISIS members were making. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Anyway, and ISIS are like a product of like the British and America's invasion of Iraq. Anyway, so the vast majority of these people like think America's out to get them. So they take like many of these people. I mean, like many of these ISIS members think that Britain and America hate Muslims and are trying to actively kill them. So these like Muslims, I'm talking about the like lower ranks here. So these Muslims, okay, have that mindset about like the British people are trying to kill all of the Muslims, about the American people are trying to kill all of the Muslims, and they take or actions into their own hands, and they do a whole lot of haram stuff, and they say, "Oh, kill those infidels because they kill our people and they kill our fellow Muslims and they kill his fellow innocent Muslims." You see what I mean? That's what they're trying to do. Now, ISIS are wrong to kill innocent people. Many of the people that they are killing are innocent, but they delude themselves into thinking they're not innocent, and and the people that they're killing are enemies of Islam and they hate Islam and are trying to kill many innocent Muslims. They delude themselves into thinking that. Unfortunately, I hope many of them like wake up from the delusion and become peaceful.
Makes no sense. These are clearly two very different things. One, a joke,
Not really.
just an expression of an
Lady, cunt, cunt, cunt. Listen, cunt. Uh, do you realize the the experiment that you did and the debate happened on separate dates? Do you realize that, right? Do you realize that, right? I mean, do you realize the original debate that happened was posted way before you made your pathetic experiment? Do you realize that, right? He wasn't talking about your experiment, by the way. Even though, like, he mentioned someone saying a similar thing to you, but he wasn't saying that. Okay, he wasn't comparing your experiment, which wasn't like even uploaded to YouTube at the time the debate was uploaded. Okay, the debate was uploaded way before your experiment was made. Okay, in fact, yeah. Okay, okay. When the debate happened, you haven't even like planned to do that experiment. Okay, yeah. Yeah. When he was making that comparison, okay, he was comparing the words of Tommy Robinson to ISIS and Al Qaeda, not your social experiment. Okay, okay. He wasn't comparing your social experiment to Al Qaeda and ISIS. He was comparing Tommy Robinson's book to Al Qaeda and ISIS. Okay, that's what he was trying to do. Okay, yeah. Plus, plus your plus plus the upload date of the original debate disproves your argument that you made. Like, look, it was posted February 26, 2018. This video that I'm responding to was posted April 8th, 2018. More than a month after the debate was posted.
Opinion or
And the social experiment that she posted was uploaded almost a month after Ali Dawah made a debate with her. Okay, her social experiment was uploaded. Okay, almost a month after the debate was made between them. So yeah, the social experiment that Ali Dawah, I mean, I'm sorry that I keep on getting mixed up. But the experiment that Lauren Southern did was uploaded almost a month after the debate between Ali Dawah and Lauren Southern was made and uploaded to YouTube. So yeah, the experiment that Lauren Southern did was almost a month. Was like uploaded. Was uploaded March 22nd, 2018. So like it was uploaded almost a month after the debate.
a statement, whatever you want to call it. The other, a clear indication of wanting to commit a crime and asking others to commit a crime.
Again, like I said before, I'm not going to understand. I hear that again, bitch. Man, it's annoying to have to repeat myself. Okay, again. You made this comparison wrong. That's not what was he. Okay, he was again, like I said before, he was comparing. Like I said before, he was comparing the things that Tommy Robinson said in his book to what ISIS does. Okay, he was comparing what Tommy Robinson does and says to what ISIS does and says. So yeah, he wasn't comparing your experiment that you did, okay, to ISIS. And you should know this. And you should know this. Okay? Because like I mean, like the social experiment was like uploaded like almost a month over. over almost a month after the debate. So yeah, he was comparing the things that Tommy Robinson says and does to ISIS. He wasn't comparing your social experiment to ISIS. And you should know this because the social experiment that he did was uploaded almost a month after the debate.
An act I already condemned in our debate, and an act that is very illegal. It can be really easy to confuse people and to trick
Condemned what you don't condemn Tommy Robinson.
them into believing in this notion of hate speech by talking about ISIS propaganda and then encompassing everything else you disagree with under that same umbrella. And I find it bizarre that
It's pretty similar with what Tommy Robinson and ISIS does says, not does says,
Ali is making
and does but minor actions like not like I know like ISIS kills people, but Tommy does it, but you do like similar stuff that are minor, but like it's potential in a way.
this argument because many people within the Islamic community, within liberal spheres, they always make the argument that despite many terrorists claiming they are inspired by Islam, the Quran and Islamic teachings are not responsible because people decide to
They are not responsible.
interpret them the wrong way.
Again, there are interpretations that are wrong and there are interpretations that are correct.
So, if that's true, why is Tommy Robinson responsible for terrorism if people interpret him wrong? Why am I responsible
Because he's being dishonest. And because he was already called out by Ali Dawah and pawned by him, and he got owned by Ali Dawah, then yet he proceeds to spread the very same lies. Okay, like Ali Dawah rebuked the lies of Tommy Robinson, then yet Tommy Robinson still uses those same lies, despite Ali Dawah destroying them and rebuking them and exposing them. Tommy Robinson is at fault here. Like he only just wants to destroy Islam. That's what he wants. He wants to spread the hatred against Muslims. Yeah, I mean, like he's pissed because his penis is very small, and his brother converted to Islam and married a Muslim girl, and his Muslim girlfriend cheated on him. His girlfriend cheated on him with a Muslim Arab man. I don't know if he's, what his nationality is, but he's Muslim. So yeah. So yeah. And you probably will like Arab Dick too.
for hate preaching if people interpret
And many people blame you because you're being disingenuous when you talk about Islam and you lie about it. Despite if people like rebuke your misconception and rebuke your arguments that you made against it. Okay, you still use the same arguments. I mean, like if people like rebuke the arguments that you made about Islam, you would still, if people rebuked the arguments that you made about Islam, you would still use those very same arguments about Islam to spread your agenda.
me wrong. I could just as easily turn around
I mean, like it's very obvious that people should blame you. I mean, like you still use the same arguments about Islam to spread your own agenda. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, like, many people, well, not many people, but I mean people, some people rebuked your arguments that you made about Islam. Then you still use the same arguments that were rebuked, were rebuked, in order to spread your agenda about Islam. If I like usually like repeat my words, this I'm like correcting myself.
Around and say the Quran is hate speech, Ali. It's all about who defines it.
It's not hate speech. I mean, like,
And that's the fundamental problem with the idea of hate speech. You've got things over here, like planning terrorism, which lead to demonstrable actions that impose on other people's rights and life.
again, I'm so tired of you, Lauren. Please just stop with the bullshit. Okay. Listen, Lauren. Because I mean, like, it's already like a very long video that I'm responding to. No wonder like many people really don't do these response videos. But like I said before, you misconstrue again that argument. I already rebuked and stop like misconstruing the comparison that Ali Dawah made. Okay, so yeah.
Lives and property over here, which are illegal, and then you've got hate speech, which are terms that can be broadly interpreted, and therefore it could be pretty much anything. And that's why you need to put that under free speech as well, or you could be censoring very important opinions. Free speech and debate is a
What did you say again?
idea of hate speech. You've got things over here like planning terrorism, which lead to demonstrable actions that impose on other people's rights and lives and property over here, which are illegal. And then you've got hate speech, which are terms that can be broadly interpreted, and therefore it could be pretty much anything. And that's why you need to put that under free speech as well, or you
No, I hate speech isn't very broad. Like, for example, like if you insulted the Prophet Muhammad, that's hate speech. And that shouldn't be allowed, period. You should be flogged for that.
could be censoring very important opinions. Free speech and debate is a long-standing value of Western civilizations, and if you don't like that,
Nah, not really. It's not really a long-standing value of Western civilization. I mean, like, Western civilization wasn't used to be like this, by the way. Like, it used to be way more noble than it currently is. I mean, like, look at all of the fucking faggotry that is spreading in the Western civilization. Look at the atheism that is spreading in Western civilization. I mean, Western civilization is starting to become engulfed by this degeneracy.
go live in an Islamic country, because they sure as heck don't have a lot of it there. Now, just to end this video off,
Amazing. I would love to go back to Egypt to be yeah.
I have to address this last little
Lady, you should show some humility. Okay, stop being arrogant.
nuclear hot take from Ali, because throughout his Twitter storm, he's really been trying to get me in these gotcha tweets, trying
Amazing. He already got you.
to catch me in some sort of hypocrisy. And his last attempt was very bizarre. It was regarding the YouTube shooting, where he tweeted me, "The shooter at YouTube headquarters was a woman. I would like @Lauren_Southern to condemn this act as a..."
He did this because you usually generalize Muslims. And you generalize like Muslim populations, including like the Turks of Germany.
female, and do more to stop her fellow hate-filled females to stop this. Hashtag taste of your own medicine, love from UK. Now clearly with this tweet, he's trying to get at my criticisms of Islam and how I generally associate it with terrorism.
Again, bitch, pretending innocent people has nothing to do with Islam.
That's why he's doing the whole hashtag taste of your own medicine thing.
And I'm glad he is giving you a taste of your own medicine.
The only issue with this is, A, I have never once said you and all your fellow hate filled Muslims must condemn this when terrorism occurs, or say,
Look at them. Look again, bitch. No, he did this because he generalized Muslims. Okay. Okay, he did this because he generalized Muslims. Okay, I mean, like, I mean, like, you do you realize what you just did there, right? Do you realize that do you realize what you did there, right? I mean, like, um, you called like Ali Dawah hateful, and he called his fans hate-filled Muslims. So that's a generalization right there. Regardless, it's wrong. I mean, most of his fans aren't hateful. This is generalization. And you said you made a general statement, by the way. I mean, like you said, oh, I'm not saying I'm not saying, oh, you and your hate-filled Muslims should apologize for terrorism. You just generalized them. You fucking bitch. Um, no, what he was pointing out here is that because you generalize a whole lot of Muslims, like what you just did there, okay? And you strawman a whole lot of Muslims, by the way, by calling them hate-filled. Most of his fans are actually nice. They're actually nicer than me, by the way. Um, yeah, that's what he's trying to point out, is that like because he like generalized a lot of people, is that's why he's giving you a taste of your own medicine, because you're like generalizing Muslims and calling them terrorists, and you generalize them like what you did with Dawah Ali Dawah fans. Okay, you generalize them. Okay, okay, he was giving you a taste of your own medicine because you were generalizing Muslims. He was like taking a jab at you and like saying, oh, why don't you like condemn this, when that like retarded lady did that bullshit. Okay, yeah, that's what he said. He said, why don't all women condemn this bitch? Well, he didn't call her bitch, but what he said, why don't all women like condemn that woman that like shot YouTube. So yeah. 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 Now Ali Dawari shouldn't like have bothered with doing that tweet. Uh, but anyway, he was just trying to prove a point that you were generalizing Muslims, which you do. You generalize Muslims. So yeah. So yeah. And it's wrong to generalize Muslims or generalize any group of people for that matter, and call them like hate-filled terrorists and stuff. You didn't call them terrorists, but you say like a lot of like Muslims like support terrorism and stuff, um, which you don't. Doesn't mean it doesn't, which you don't. Um, and you generalize like the Turks of Germany too, as if like they wanna like separate from Germany and like take over Germany because they're Muslim. So yeah. Um, yeah, like she posted like an old video like about like how like the German immigrants in Germany like are trying to take over Germany, which is bullshit. Like she generalized the German people. So yeah. Yeah, and she also like just right now generalized Ali Dawah fans as being hate-filled Muslims, which is wrong. A lot of his fans are lovely Muslims, and I didn't like how the way she dismissed it.
You must solve this. I simply point out a growing trend of self admitted inspiration from Islamic teachings among terrorists.
Again, bitch. Again, killing innocent people has nothing to do with Islam, like I said before. Uh, I already I I already like responded to many like Islamophobes on my channel when they like bring out like verses, like bring out like examples, and I usually like and like I rebuke their arguments. So yeah, like I mean like any new viewer here, I recommend like you like go to my YouTube channel, like if watch my videos, maybe because I did way more than this video. So I mean yeah, like I have like about like 70 something videos on this channel. I'm almost like 100, which is like pretty like it's like a really big like video to subscriber ratio. So yeah,
And that maybe we ought to consider how this religion is popularly interpreted. And if that
again, again, most Muslims don't think that that in killing innocents. Most Muslims don't think that killing innocents is allowed in Islam. Most Muslims don't think that killing innocents is allowed in Islam or in Islam. So yeah, most Muslims don't think that. Most Muslims don't think that killing innocents is in Islam or allowed in Islam.
popular interpretation is compatible with Western civilization.
Okay, I see this. No, it's not. What do you mean by Western civilization? You mean by conservative Western civilization or liberal, liberal Western civilization? Because there are two like sides of the coin here. I mean, like if we're talking about liberal Western civilization, no, it's completely like against it. If we're talking about conservative, it's against it. But here's the thing. Here's the reason why. Uh, the reason why it's against it is because Western civilization just wants Muslims to convert to Christianity and like insult Muhammad. That's pretty much the reason. I mean, like we have much in common. Like we are against fucking faggotry. So yeah, I mean, like we love Jesus Christ. I mean, like both Christians and the Muslims love Jesus Christ. I don't know about you. You might be a fake Christian. But, yeah.
As a whole. And B, probably the more important point here, how is being a female and being a Muslim even remotely comparable? Female.
Again, he was just like, like he really should have like tried using it on like a Christian or something like that. He really should have done that because his argument would be that much stronger. So yeah, what he was trying to prove here, Lauren, is generalizing Muslims is wrong. Okay, and he was giving you a taste of your own medicine of generalization because you were generalizing a group of people. That's why he was trying to give you a taste of your own medicine, you bitch.
is not an ideology. You are born female. It is a gender. It is not a set of doctrines
It's a religion.
and scripts. As Shuan had put it, people who follow radical ideologies were not born.
Again, bitch. Shuan and whore. Listen, bitch. Listen, you fucking retard. I'm talking. I'm talking to like June or Shuan him. Listen, bitch. Um, Listen. Islam isn't radical. It's against ISIS. Okay, and here's saying, bitch. You misconstrued his words. Listen. You know what? No, this is to Sean Head and Lawrence Hazard. Listen, bitches. Um, what Ali Dawah was trying to do is it was his tweet. He was trying to expose the hypocrisy of Lawrence Hazard, where she like generalizes Muslims, but she doesn't like but she doesn't generalize the like what Ali Dawah was trying to do here is to show the hypocrisy of Lawrence Hazard when she like sees like a terrorist who happens to be a Muslim commit a terrorist attack. She like generalizes Muslims, but when a female does it, she doesn't generalize females, nor say, oh, because she female, she did this. You see what I mean? That's what he was trying to say. Now we should have replaced the word female with a Christian and used like Ender Breivik as a better example. Ah, my throat hurts from all the talking. Oh, I gotta keep on. One more minute. What Ali Dawah was doing here is he was trying to show the hypocrisy of Lauren Thurston, because like when like Lauren Thurston when she sees like a terrorist who happens to be a Muslim commit a terrorist attack, she tries to generalize all Muslims, and like she says, oh, Islam has nothing to do with this. But like when like someone from another group of people does something bad, like for example like females, she does it she like a female, she doesn't like generalize females or like or like say, oh, it's something okay, let me rephrase the second part of my. You know what? I'm going to rephrase the whole argument. I'm sorry, like I like stutter a whole lot, but like I have an accent, and like I'm not really good at making videos. What Ali Dawah was trying to do with his tweets was he was trying to show the hypocrisy of Lauren Southern, of when she like sees like a terrorist who happens to be Muslim commit a terrorist attack, she tries to like generalize Muslims and tries to say, oh, it's Islam's fault for the terrorist attack, and like she tries to like generalize Muslims and like blame Islam. But when like someone from a different group of people, like for example females, tries to make a crime or a terrorist attack, she doesn't generalize females or blame the terrorist attacks because because on the fact she female. Like she doesn't blame the terrorist attack on the woman because she female. She doesn't do that. You see what I mean? Now he should have used a better example, like Anders Breivik, the Norway shooter guy that killed 77 people. He should have done that because the argument would have been way more stronger than that. Anyway, generalizing people. Generalizing Muslims, okay? Because some terrorist piece of shit who happens to be Muslim committed a terrorist attack is wrong. I mean, like, generalizing Muslims is wrong, okay? Does it mean that the terrorist and just because the terrorist and the Muslims shares the same religion, does it mean that people should generalize the whole group of Muslims? So yeah. Show on the head, you're a fucking retard and a dunce.
Born with them, you absolute spoon. People are born male or female. It would make sense if Lauren was someone who talked only about the shooters being male.
No, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. I mean, like she's a female. She could, Lauren. Lauren could talk about any shooter she wants. I mean, like, she could talk about the female shooters. She could talk about the male shooters. I mean, like, what's stopping her from talking about the female shooters? What's stopping her from talking about the female shooters? Her vagina? Her cunt? I doubt that.
But
I mean, like, that's sexist right there. That's sexist. I mean, like, saying she's not able to talk about female shooters because she has a vagina. That's sexist right there. I know, like, I mean, like, I really shouldn't say that because she might have, like, meant another thing by it, but
I don't.
But if she didn't, like, that's, like, sexist and stuff. That's sexist and stuff. I mean, like, if she didn't, that's sexist and stuff. If she didn't mean something else by it, that's sexist. Continue with your...
Which makes this gotcha very silly. Not to mention, least of all, C, I absolutely do condemn what this woman did. No problem there. Ali, looking at your Twitter timeline, it seems like you have a rough time in the Twitter sphere lately, trying to get your gotcha.
I don't know what you mean. I mean, like, he's having an awesome time kicking your fucking ass. Yeah, right on. I mean, like, he isn't really talking a whole lot about, like, Ron Surgery in his tweets and replies. So, yeah. The video is finally almost done.
To land, and I don't think your view of the world and a lot of non-Muslims' view of the world and criticisms of your religion are very compatible. And if you...
Hey, freedom of opinion, right, bitch? I mean, that's what you believe, what you claim to believe. I mean, like he has his opinion, and they have their own opinion. He has his own opinion. They have their own opinion. I mean, like, okay, he has the right to have an opinion.
You would like, I would be totally willing to pay for a one-way ticket for you to go off to an Islamic country of your choice, which should be a fantastic offer.
Give me that offer, bitch. No, 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 no. Don't give it to Ali Dawah. Ali Dawah has money and stuff. No, give it to a to a poor loser like me, man, woman. Give me the ticket, bitch. Here, here. I have but subscribe to my channel, everyone. Here. Here's my PayPal, you cunt. Donate to me like donate to me because I wanna like go back to Egypt. I would love for you to buy me a ticket to Egypt. I would love that, Lauren. I know you're not going to do that, but I would love to do that. So please, donate to me, bitch. Why won't you like the? I mean, what if he doesn't? Okay, never mind.
Because you've told me quite confidently that under Islam, it is a multicultural paradise.
Yeah, it is true. It is true. Like if you look about on the past caliphates, like it's been like a multicultural melting pot. I mean, like the Ottoman Empire had like many groups, and they were respected and treated equally. Um, but and look at the Abbasid Caliphate. Many people were living peacefully with each other. I mean, Persians, Egyptians, Libyans, Berbers, uh, Turks were living in peace and harmony with each other. The Caliphate. Um, Christians, Jews, they were given equal rights. I mean, they were given rights, uh, and we didn't force them to convert to Islam. You see what I mean? So yeah, and in Islamic countries today, it still happens. Like in Egypt, for example, Christians and Muslims live peacefully together.
Where everyone just lives in harmony.
The misconception that you have here is when the Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him was in full power, the Christians and look at history. Yeah, I can't reference off my head, like I haven't memorized this well. Yeah, there was a lot of Jews
Yeah.
saying that when we lived under Islamic rule, we were not being persecuted.
I mean, like what Ali Dawah says here is correct.
From the Christians, we were living in harmony. The Christians and the Jews and the Muslims lived in harmony. This is your area. You want to live there? You want to sell alcohol? No problem. They lived in harmony. Do some research.
Or you can do what I expect you to do and reject my offer.
Strawman, how do you know he's going to reject your offer, you bitch? He would love to go back to your country. Now, it's pretty hard to go back to his own country because here's the thing, bitch. He has a job and he works here. I mean, like it would be a pain in the butt to move all of his stuff to like his country, Turkey. I mean, like Turkey is not really like an Islamic country, but let's say he goes to Egypt. I mean, like he has to pack all of the stuff he has. I mean, like it's going to cost way more than you think it would cost, woman. I mean, like he has to move his car to like let's say he's going to move to Egypt, which is like one of the strongest Muslim countries. Now, it's like he's going to like have to like bring his car over, okay, uh, and his luggage, his stuff, his family. So yeah, I mean like it's going to be expensive than you think it is. I mean like I'm pretty sure like if he came to the offer and like accepted your offer and he picked Egypt, it would be a whole lot of money to get him there. Like no seriously, Adi Dawa seriously accept her offer. Like I want to see like if she like gives you those like, gives you a ticket. I genuinely want to see that. She sees me going to the ticket booth. I mean, like, I want to see Lauren Southern like give. Uh, I want to see Lauren Southern give Ali Dawah a ticket. I actually want to see that. Or better yet, Lauren, go to my PayPal and donate to me money so I could go back to Egypt, please. Because I need it way more than Ali Dawah does.
Because we both know living under Islam is not a multicultural paradise.
It is a multicultural paradise, like I told you before. In the Caliphate, in the Abbasi Caliphate, and the Umayyad Caliphate, and the Ottoman Caliphate, and the Rashidun Caliphate, there were many people of different ethnicities. Okay? Um, so, yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah. Also, what I was going to say. Also, this is a fucking law. Also, this is a fucking lie. Like they were filled with multicultural stuff. Like the Caliphate, the Ottoman Caliphate, it was full of like Albanians. It was full of like Serbians that were Christian. It was full of like Arabs. It was full of Turks. It was full of Africans. You see what I mean? And Africans from like different countries as well. So yeah. And the Abbasid Caliphate was full of like Persians, was full of Arabs, was full of Turks. So yeah. Also, do you realize that Muslims have like different ethnicities, right? And do you realize that like and do you and do you realize that many Muslims have many cultures? Like there are like the Turks, the Indonesians, the Arabs, okay, the Persians, and many of them have different cultures to each other. You see what I mean? I mean the Persians have different culture, the Arabs have different culture, the Pakistanis have different culture, the Indonesians have different culture, the Uzbekistanis they have different culture. Shout out to Teen again. So yeah. Yeah, and many Muslim countries, like Egypt, for example, have like religious minorities. Like for example, like in Egypt, we have Christians in Egypt, and both of us have the same culture. The Egyptian Christians and the Egyptian Muslims have the same culture as each other. So yeah,
Of harmony and happiness and respect.
we do live in harmony and happiness in Egypt, and in the in at least some of the caliphates.
Women. We both know the reality
We respect women. They have rights in our country. So yeah, stop lying.
of these countries, and we both know the West is a heck of a lot better.
Did she say?
Reality of these countries, and we both know the West multicultural paradise of harmony and happiness and respecting women. We both know the reality of these countries, and we both know the West is a heck of a lot better, even with all its flaws and
Nah, not really. Egypt is way better than the fucking West. Well, not the fucking West. Not all Western countries are bad. My bad for saying that. I apologize. I sincerely apologize for saying that. F word West. No, some Western countries are actually decent. Um, First off, some Muslim countries are way better than some Western countries. Okay, some Muslim countries are some Muslim countries are better than some. Uh, some Muslim countries are better than some Western countries. So yeah, um, some generalizing all Western countries, and some stop generalizing all Western countries and stop generalizing all Muslim countries. So yeah, many Muslim countries are better than some Western countries. I mean, like for example, like many many. I'm sorry that I'm sorry. I sometimes get confused between the word Western and Muslim because they usually like are sound similar. Anyway, um, some Muslim countries are better than ah, fucking flies. Some Muslim countries are better than some Western countries. Some, yeah, and a lot of Muslim countries are better than Great Britain. Some, yeah.
Imperfections, which is why you'll never leave it, and which is why I'll never stop fighting for the values that made it great.
Fuck the some. Fuck some of the values that made it great. Um, also, stop strawmanning him. Stop strawmanning him, please. Okay, stop strawmanning him. You strawmanned him enough, bitch. Okay, how do you know he's not going to leave? Okay, stop strawmanning him. Okay, stop strawmanning him. Okay, stop strawmanning Ali Dawah. Okay, you won't like someone if he's strawmanned you, right? Okay, so stop doing that. Anyway, bye guys. That's the end of the video, pretty much.
Even if it does bring out your hashtag emoji lion side.
Bitch, you still didn't prove that he was a liar. You still didn't prove that he's a liar. Back up your claim, you fucking bitch. You still did not prove he was a liar. Back up your claim, you cock. You cunt.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.
Eat shit. So anyway, guys. That's the end of the video. Have fun, guys. I'll see you guys later. I'll be posting more videos. So yeah, stay awesome, my friends. So yeah, and I might do a new channel called Omar Topics. I might do it. It would be like a primary gaming channel. So yeah, guys. Stay tuned for more.